Welcome to today's episode, where we take a deep dive into the incredible life of beauty mogul Michelle Phan. From a YouTube pioneer to a beauty empire founder, to her shocking ties with a mysterious cult, Michelle's story is one of resilience, reinvention, and success. We will cover her rise to fame, her makeup line's journey, her surprising break from the public eye, and what she's been up to recently, including her exciting new podcast, Afterglow. Let's rewind to 2007, the year it all began for Michelle Phan. At the time, YouTube was still a relatively new platform, and the beauty world was yet to be revolutionized by influencers. Michelle, a Vietnamese-American art student, saw an opportunity. She started uploading tutorials, sharing everything from everyday looks to cosplay transformations. One of her first viral hits, a Lady Gaga poker face makeup tutorial that rocketed her to fame. What set Michelle apart wasn't just her makeup skills, it was her calming voice, her soft demeanor, and her genuine love for beauty. Fans felt like they were sitting down with a friend, and it wasn't long before her audience grew. By 2010, Michelle had amassed over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, cementing her as one of the platform's first beauty influencers. But YouTube was just the beginning. In 2011, Michelle co-founded Ipsy, a monthly beauty subscription service that was innovative for its time. Subscribers would receive curated glam bags filled with makeup samples, personalized to their taste. Ipsy exploded in popularity and helped Michelle take her brand to the next level. It wasn't just about tutorials anymore. Michelle was becoming a true entrepreneur. Now this brings us to one of the biggest chapters in Michelle's career, the launch of her makeup brand, Cosmetics. In 2013, Michelle partnered with the beauty giant L'Oreal to create Cosmetics, her first makeup line. This was a huge deal. For a YouTuber to collaborate with a global giant like L'Oreal was unrivaled. It was a sign that the beauty industry was taking influencers seriously. The name EM was inspired by the Vietnamese word for you, reflecting Michelle's personal connection with her fans. At first, the excitement around the launch was palatable. Cosmetics was designed to be a reflection of Michelle's style, sophisticated, artistic, and empowering. The line featured everything from foundations to lipsticks, with all the sleek, high-end packaging. But as the product hit the market, the reviews were mixed. Many fans and beauty critics felt that the products were overpriced for their quality. Some also said that the shades didn't cater to enough skin tones. Despite the high expectations and the partnership with L'Oreal, the brand didn't perform as well as hoped. By 2015, Michelle decided to part ways with L'Oreal and soon after took a step back from her beauty career altogether. What followed was a complete disappearance from the spotlight. Michelle had become one of the most famous beauty influencers in the world, but in 2015, she went silent. No more YouTube videos, no social media posts, no updates on her makeup line. Fans were left confused and concerned. What had happened to Michelle Phan? The truth, as she later revealed, was that the pressure of running multiple businesses, being constantly in the public eye, and the failures with Cosmetics took a serious toll on her mental health. She admitted that she felt disconnected from her passion for beauty and overwhelmed by the weight of her success. The combination of burnout, business challenges, and the constant demand to stay relevant led her to step away from everything. Michelle spent the next couple of years focusing on herself, searching for balance and peace. It was during this time she got involved with a spiritual group, which raised many eyebrows, but we'll get back to that in a bit. While Michelle was on her hiatus, she wasn't just resting. She was planning something bigger, something more aligned with her vision. In 2017, Michelle made her return with a bold announcement. She had brought back Cosmetics. and was relaunching it as an independent brand. This time, there was no big corporate behind it. Michelle was in full control. The new EM Cosmetics was different. Instead of focusing on mass appeal, Michelle took a more artistic approach. She focused on creating high-quality, innovative products that reflected her own personal style and aesthetic. The brand began with the Infinite Lip Cloud, a liquid lipstick that became a fan favorite for its rich pigment and long-lasting wear. What made the relaunch so special was how intimate it felt. Michelle was no longer trying to appeal to anyone. Instead, she focused on building a brand for people who truly valued creativity, quality, and uniqueness in their makeup. EM was now about empowering customers to express themselves through beauty rather than following trends. Over the next few years, Michelle expanded EM Cosmetics with new products like the Heaven's Glow Radiant Veil Blush and the Illustrative Eyeliner. Each release was carefully crafted and often inspired for her love of art and design. The brand's minimalistic yet luxurious packaging stood out in a crowded beauty market, and Michelle's dedicated fan base responded with enthusiasm. Today, EM Cosmetics is thriving. It's a testament to Michelle's resilience and her ability to reinvent herself. Unlike the first version of EM, this new chapter was completely true to Michelle's vision. She's built a brand that reflects who she is now, an artist, an entrepreneur, and someone who has grown from her experiences. It's no longer about chasing mass market success. It's about authenticity, passion, and staying true to her core values. But Michelle's journey hasn't been all smooth sailing. During her time away from the spotlight, she became involved in a spiritual group called the Master Sha Dao Academy, led by Master Jio Gong Sha. Some have described the organization as a cult due to its controversial practices and teachings. Michelle publicly promoted the group on her social media and credited it with helping her find inner peace during her struggles. This part of her life caused concern among some fans, especially since she had distanced herself from the beauty community at the time. However, Michelle has remained open about her spiritual journey and insists that the experience helped her heal. But Michelle's journey doesn't end there. In 2024, she returned to the public eye in a new way with her very own podcast, Afterglow. This podcast is a reflection of the Michelle Phan we see today. Thoughtful, introspective, and eager to have deep conversations about life, creativity, and personal growth. In her recently released second episode, Michelle invited fellow beauty influencer Tati Westbrook as her guest. The two discussed everything from their experiences in the beauty world to the pressures of fame and how they both navigated personal struggles. It was an honest, vulnerable conversation between two women who have seen the highs and lows of the beauty industry. So where does Michelle Phan stand now? She's a businesswoman, an artist, and someone who has learned how to balance success with her personal well-being. Her journey reminds us all that success isn't always a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and moments where you have to step back, reflect, and rediscover your passion. Michelle Phan's story is one of resilience and reinvention. From pioneering the beauty influencer movement to launching a beauty brand twice to overcoming personal and professional setbacks, Michelle continues to inspire millions. Her podcast, Afterglow, is just another way she's connecting with her fans and sharing her insights into life and creativity. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Michelle Phan's journey, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and let us know who you'd like us to feature on the next show. Until next time, remember, success is a journey and not a destination. Keep evolving, just like Michelle.